Let's see. All right. Are we live? All right, we are live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am just call myself DJ. This is Passin Time, first episode. I am joined with my friends. I will introduce them by their surnames. First being Dandy Dude. Please come on up.
It's your man Dandy Dude from Parts Unknown at
Next being sorry.
midnight.
Next being Flanos. Please step up.
Hi, how are you?
Another Twitch streamer. And finally, Me7, another Twitch streamer.
Hey.
And welcome to the podcast. Before I bring us to our opening topic, if one of you could do a quick sound check, see if we're all good.
Yeah, I'm listening right now.
We good?
Hold on.
Alpha minor, theta, alpha, sigma minor.
Okay, Chris talk so I can.
Everything sounds okay.
Good.
All right, we're all good.
All right. So
Chris, you already have 3 viewers. Congrats.
I think you mean me.
Blessing records right out the gate.
Oh, it's just us.
Yeah. It's fine.
Heading for plat.
So, with our opening topic to get this train rolling, this is actually the reason I said this is going to be like so off base. But what is the meaning of friendship to each of you? I will go in order from the list.
Oh shit, dude.
Gabe,
Yes.
what does friendship mean to you?
Well, funny you asked that question. Because there's lots of different ways to describe human relationships. You have, family, and you have adopted family, and you have friendship, you have acquaintances. And really, what it should be is a rung in the hierarchy of human connection. So you have, acquaintances, friends, the family members, and there are people who are on those rungs based on how close they are to you, how important they are to you. That is the most important qualification for a friend or for a member of your family or for an acquaintance. Because for many of my friends, quote unquote, the word friend is not adequate. The most perhaps apt thing to say would be a member of my family. Because the importance that many of my friends have to me is not of the friendship magnitude. So if you were to ask me what a friend is, well, first of all, it is the thing on the rung of human connection between acquaintance and family member. But in quantifiable terms, it is somebody that you place above all other humans in your social life. But are not someone. They're not someone who you would rush to hospital at 4 a.m. for, who you would fly across the state for, who you would take bullets for, people who you would house when they're through rough times, people who you would, fly thousands of miles to their weddings. That's reserved for people who are a bit more than friends.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your description. Next, Matt, what does friendship mean to you?
Oh, you know what? I don't think anybody could have put it better than Mr. Dandy Dude over here. But to kind of touch on what he said, it's almost. I don't even know what to say. I mean, it's such a it's a hard topic to talk about in like this little time, but it's somebody that, like you said, you would do anything for. If they needed help, you would help them. If they, whatever it was, it's something you would do. I'm not the best like talking about stuff like this, but
I get it. Yeah.
Well, I think you raise a good point there when you say it's not friendship isn't so people that are, it's things you do. I think that
yeah, I don't think friendship is merely described as just, oh hey, you're my friend. I think it's more of like, like stuff you do for others that makes them your friend.
Yes.
I think that's apt.
And thank you. And now, Chris, what does friendship mean to you?
Well, I'd have to agree with Gabe, but I can I have the same belief, but I hold it to a different example, right? So I believe the point of what you were saying is that there are some friends who are close enough that they are on the same rung as family, right? That's what
Yeah.
your point
As,
was.
as far as your connection. Oh, I apologize.
It's cool.
As far as the connection goes, of course, by blood, you're not going to be. Then they're going to be your family. Hopefully, that would be quite a twist. Um,
Yes.
but as far as social connection goes, yes, that's essentially what I'm getting at.
So I'd have to agree to that. That there's acquaintances, but acquaintances aren't people that you find friendship in, because you can find friendship in someone and only spend time with them because there's circumstance. Like you have class together, you work together, you attend the same classes, you take the same commute, you ride the same bus, you ride the same train, things like that. Or maybe you cross paths while walking your dogs. That's an acquaintance. But with friends like not low rung friends. It's, all friends are important. Of course, they're all important. They're
Well,
they're
yes.
not they're not low rate friends. They're not second rate friends, but they're not as high as you might hold some other people in your life. Like you can't expect to take someone like the stoner kid in the back of the class to the same tier you'd hold your grandma or something like that. That's just unreasonable.
Yes.
But you have those acquaintances. Like let me give you an anecdote. This is just an anecdotal because it always helps these kinds of things. So I have a certain class with this person. I'm not gonna get into too much specifics, but I spend this class with this person. I have them friended on Discord and things like that, and I talk to him every day. They're a really cool guy, but I mean I wouldn't. I don't hold them to the same tier I hold the friends I spend time with every day, for about 8 hours a day sometimes.
Well,
So you
may I,
have to think
sorry.
that friendship can mean different things depending on what you're talking about. 'Cause if you're asking me what friendship means for this example, I guess we'll call him Alex. Alex, excuse me. Alex will be my fill-in name for pretty much everyone, I guess. But if you talking about what friendship means for Alex, Alex means that it's a person you can confide in with convenience of location, and it's someone that you can tell things to. But you may not be absolute in it. You might not. But then you take people that you spend time with every single day and people that you spent years with building a relationship upon that you could tell anything to. That you could come to them in your time of need, and that's what's important. Are those people? Those are the people that you base you may not base your life on them, but parts of your life may revolve around them. They become a part of you. So friendship isn't really as much of it is a relationship, because that's what friendship is. But friendship is more of an extension of a part of yourself to someone else in a way that isn't with a partner or a direct family member. It's an extension of uh I suppose you could say a type of brotherhood in the non-familial sense. It's a part of yourself and someone that you confide with on a social level,
Yes.
to that extent.
And beautiful.
I
Oh,
I apologize, but I just caught a thought came to me as you said. I propose, you could probably classify the degrees of connection as, people who you prefer, and then people who you seek out, and then there are people who you cannot live without. And I think that's an important distinction when you rank acquaintance, friends, and family.
yes. Beautiful descriptions, all three of you. As for me, to me, friendship is a. Well, I think I'll start off with saying I don't think anyone can really put it better than you did, Gabe. But
Appreciate it.
no problem. But to me, friendship is a bond that is developed over time between one or more individuals, or well, two or more individuals, I guess. Unless you're schizophrenic, but we don't discriminate.
But we do medicate.
We do medicate, but we do not discriminate.
And we do
But
distribute.
yes, but friendship is a bond that is built over time, and there are in itself different levels of friendship. Of course, you have people that you just like hanging out with, and then you have the people that you have built up for an extended period of your life with. And those are the people that, no matter what happens, you will always, until the end, find yourself back with them. And I don't mean to get all sappy on this stream, but I would like to consider the three of you in that aspect for me.
Definitely integral aspects of each other's lives
Yes.
in many different ways.
Yes. And so, overall, friendship is a bond made over time. I'm not really good at philosophy or being poetic, but I'll just say that.
I would have to agree. At the very least, that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, with that introduction topic, anything have anyone they want to talk about? I mean, anything they want to talk about? Pardon me.
Well,
Um,
I do want to know where you get these pictures, like what you're using for the background of this episode. You have a fondness for these or a proclivity to them that I haven't. I don't know where you get all of them.
I believe this was one of his old profile pictures, if I'm not
No,
mistaken.
actually.
Yeah, I'll say it looks like a different design.
Because it reminds me kind of like that angel one where I told you that I thought it looked like something else for a very long
The-
time. I always kept seeing double image. I
The
think you know what I'm
dragon,
talking
yes.
about. The dragon? Oh, well, I guess that just shows that I
Well,
always
yes.
thought it was something.
Looks like a pug,
something else,
dude.
that's something else. Yeah.
No, this isn't the dragon. So basically, a long time ago, I as I'm sure all of us are aware of the board button. It's a little website
board
that'll
button.
take you to a random website if you press it.
Oh
on the
yeah,
right
the
button.
I'm feeling. Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
bored
feeling
one.
bored. And so I pressed it once, and it took me to a website called Draw with Silk. And I'm not good at like pencil to paper, so I thought I'd just mess around. Well, it looked nice to me, so I just kind of started messing around. The angel, as you described
Weave
it,
silk?
Chris.
Is
What?
it weave silk? Is it weave silk?
It might be. I'll send a link in the chat. But
Oh,
so
this is really cool.
so I messed around, and the angel, as you described it, was actually intended to be a dragon, but you know.
No one ever called him an artist.
it's
No.
good either
At
way.
least not one by intention.
Yeah. So yeah, and it's just kind of I use it when I don't have a background because like I can't get copyrighted for something that I made, you know. Well, actually, never underestimate DMCA.
I'll say.
I'd play a laugh track here, but you know.
Do you remember the Fat Rat? How he got DMCA'd for his own song, or at least I think it was copyright striked.
Rip. Yeah. But you know, so yeah, I just kind of use that for backgrounds. I'll probably
Okay.
like if we have an episode 2 or when we have an episode 2, I'll probably change it. You know.
Okay, I
Yeah.
was just interested. I
make
always
something.
wondered.
Yeah. Good question though. Here's history with that. I will send it in the group chat for you if you want to mess around with it.
Okay.
Oh, this is so fun. I'm using this right now. How to like? This is so fun actually.
You make like a perfect replica of Rick Ashley, and you're like, "Hey, check out my artwork I made on silkweave.com," and we just all get Rick rolled.
Then it's actually just a link, yeah.
It's HTTPS.
Hmm.
That's nasty. It's about to go from
So,
podcast ASMR to snoring ASMR.
yeah. This one probably won't be a long one. This is just the premiere episode, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm upset. Someone unsubbed from my YouTube channel, so now I have 39.
Really?
It takes a special kind of upset to unsubscribe.
Yeah. Why would you unsub?
No,
Did you do
I
something
have
to offend
40.
them, Matt?
Did you like
I don't think so.
some offhanded comment where you were like,
It's like I'm telling you these.
I
Actually, I probably shouldn't say that on the.
that?
Hmm.
Like you're like no, it's something like only mildly controversial, like dogs are better than cats. People are
Did you
like,
punch their Minecraft dog, Matt? Is that something you did?
that's not just
It's like,
mild. That's
it's like
a grievous
I'm telling you
offense.
guys, if you make cookies in Minecraft, I don't know what's wrong with you, like that kind of thing.
I don't know you.
Yeah. Anyways, let's think of a better. Let's think of another
Oh,
topic.
you got another topic up your sleeve? Another ace in the hole, Derek.
Let's see.
I would make your mom joke, but I'm not supposed to do that.
I'd rather you didn't. Well, how has the school year been treating y'all so far?
Oh God,
Oh, yep, that's.
dude, I
Yeah.
feel so old. I feel so much older. oh my god, this thing has aged me. And I'm not even complaining. Like, I'm not saying, oh man, my life sucks so bad, bro. You should see how did I have to stay home and work instead of going to school and working. I can't say that while there are like people starving to death because their parents don't have jobs and people in Africa being bombed by foreign countries on the daily. It's not really fair for me to say that. But what I can say is that it's been hard on the teachers, especially, and it shows in their teaching, and
Most
it's getting on
definitely.
my nerves.
You know.
Yeah, also it's really hard to do online school even though a lot of people are still doing it. It's just not as effective as
Mm,
going to school. And for the longest time a lot of people would say, dude, I wish I could just do homeschool because then I could wake up. But honestly, as someone who does online school, like, it sucks.
Yeah, it's like
mm.
It's really bad.
as someone who, I'll just be honest because I'm not ashamed, as someone who really should have failed ninth grade, because as you know, we went to quarantine in the like last half of ninth grade.
Oh, you lucked
Yeah.
out, didn't
Yeah,
you?
I looked out extremely because they gave everyone a free pass due to COVID. But like
Oh
I
yeah,
thought,
there was this. Oh, sorry, I won't
that's
interrupt.
cool, thank you. I honestly got thought that hey, this is gonna be easier. I can set my own hours. I just get my work done. That's it. But there was such a problem with motivation.
Oh
I
yeah.
wouldn't know. Yeah, I wouldn't know how to describe it, cause like
I bet you I can tell you what you're feeling.
yeah, like everyone thinks that they can be on top of it and do it all until they're actually faced with that commitment.
Because a lot of times what keeps you going is
The push.
is reinforcement from not only your peers, but
Yeah,
your
Your
teachers.
friend.
I get so much from my friends and my teachers. I never quite appreciated the effect a teacher has on you. If you have a good teacher, if you have a bad one, it can just drain your soul out.
yeah, and like
But
I
Not gonna
just
name.
not gonna name names.
yeah.
Herman.
Mm,
Wait,
maybe don't dox our teacher.
I didn't do
um,
anything.
yeah, but
uh,
It's a
but
Polish name. That's all I'm gonna say.
anyways,
Dude.
to
whatever. But yeah,
to go.
really did experience that because as I said, like you're all I'm ready for this. I'm gonna be on top of it. But what I discovered was that I actually discovered I consider myself an introvert. Like I thought I didn't think I liked people in general.
Hmm.
But when quarantine hit, it really I feel like this happens for a lot of people too, because you see it everywhere, or you saw it everywhere. It's like a lot of people who didn't like hanging out suddenly felt the need to see someone else just because they hadn't in such a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that kind of affected me, and that was most of where my motivation came from. Like there were certain people that at the time I really enjoyed seeing, and then at like and just in general, I enjoyed seeing other people, because people in general are we're social
Wow.
we're social
Social
creatures.
animals.
Some
Yeah.
people are less social than other, but we all at a fundamental level we're social creatures. And being an
You realize how much you miss humans, once you don't have any.
Yeah, and this
yeah
is this is like kind of going back to the friend thing. It's like, when everyone's in quarantine from their own house doing work, it's like you don't realize until you're locked in your house how bad you want to go out and see people.
Oh, it was ass for us in particular because we were this group of people was so split at the time. I was in another country and Matt was just going in for cancer, and it was not a good time for us in particular. So
yeah.
it was. I mean, our experience is a bit distorted from that.
I would like to believe that it made us stronger though, because we
Oh,
survived.
I mean, certainly. But I don't want to like, I don't, I don't want it to be like, for if anyone in the future ever sees this video, quarantine was not hell. We weren't dying by droves. Like
No.
the worst we ever had was like
It's gonna sound so
having to
bad
wear
when
a
you tell
mask
other
in
people, though.
school and like running out of toilet paper at the convenience store.
Yeah.
Like, we had to like use old boots.
Yeah.
Oh.
We had to
So
use we
Newspaper.
had to use dirt
it
to
wasn't
dry
the
Stop.
our hands.
Blitz.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It was trying, but it wasn't the Blitz.
No,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Gabe, though, like when our generation as kids, we're gonna make it sound so bad.
I
Oh, we
know.
are.
Like, so you know how like I had to walk 10 miles to
Back
school.
when I was in the
It's,
army.
it's like when if I have a kid and he's sick and he doesn't want to go to school. I was like, I went to school in the middle of a global pandemic, Jimmy, and you think a head cold is gonna stop you?
Yeah. And have y'all seen the posters around? It's like, because I get it, they're promoting the senior graduation because they're not really gonna have an
Dude,
official
are you
graduation.
talking about those ones on the wall?
Yeah, the ones that say the
Can
class
you
of the pandemic.
can you believe that our taxpayer dollars went to putting giant faces of people we don't give a single shit
Oh
about on
no,
the wall?
That's not what I
no,
was talking about.
y'all are both missing the. Okay, that's actually been happening since the school opened. It's a tradition.
you
for
seen
Yeah,
my
That's
that's not
brother?
annoying.
that's not what I was
you have to
talking
buy it.
about actually. There is a
Oh, okay.
poster. There's a poster in the academic hallway, bottom floor. At least I don't know if it's still there, but it said senior class of 2021, the one with the pandemic, and that kind of like upset me a
Oh,
tiny bit.
okay.
Because like
That's
we're
made
all
by
going through
Stuco.
this, right? Seniors aren't special.
Oh yeah.
Like
Well, yeah, but like
No.
they
the
missed their
whole point is
graduation,
that
but
like
we're all going
the
through it.
class of 2019, right? The class of 2019 was the last class to be unaffected. Well, I guess
Well, it's like your
not really
senior year
unaffected.
isn't even your hardest year. It's your
No,
junior
the
year.
point is that like that's the year you're supposed to enjoy. It's supposed to have fun. It's supposed to be the fun year.
Bullshit.
Wait, Gabe, have you
Well,
seen
I
my
didn't say
brother
it's
on
what
the
it's supposed
big
to be. It's
head
what
thing?
portrayed as.
What?
So you have these people with the expectation. Class of 2019 pretty much got, or sorry, class of 2019 pretty much had a senior year. Class of 2020, they had half of a senior year, and the class of the class of 2021, they barely got a senior year. It's kind of been snatched from them.
Oh, what a pity.
Yeah.
No,
No, but like,
Gabe.
think about it from their point of view. Because like,
Maybe I'm just built differently, but the things that make I'm built different, guys.
Yeah.
There you
So-
go. He built different.
But to go back to the big heads on papers, have you seen my brother on one of those big paper?
No, I
heads?
haven't. But
Oh,
do you have a picture?
I
wait,
might.
hold up.
I
Oh, I'm
I
gonna
would.
see. Wait, does he go to in person?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to. I need to. Next time I walk by it, I need to
But
check.
yeah, maybe I was built different, but I don't like think that my life would have been transformed from going to senior prom and spiking the punch with like cough syrup.
No, but like the whole point, like, is I'm not gonna lie, Gabe. You kind of don't engage in Americana very much.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
No, I
What
mean like
the hell?
no.
What the fresh hell is that supposed to mean?
No,
Let's
because I
calm
mean,
down there.
I mean like a lot of these people, like the experience they have isn't the experience you want. You're not really.
What you think I don't want to have like a healthy relationship
No, that's not
and
what I mean.
to be
That's not what
good
I'm
at
saying.
sports and to be well liked by my peers? Hell yeah, I want that. It's just not the most important thing.
No, that's not what I mean. Yeah, I'm saying that to these people, this is the most important thing. Like they had their 3 years of work, now they get their year of play.
3 year
That's
work
their
my
mentality.
ass.
Oh
All
my.
work, no play, no.
I'm valedictorian and I'm not even working that hard.
Classic
Uh,
flex.
It's not like me being naturally intelligent, dude. Oh my god, that's hilarious. But it's not just me being naturally
What?
intelligent. This
The
year
test
has not
practices?
been demanding in terms of work. Teachers have been super lenient.
Oh
And if
yeah.
you mean to tell me,
Oh yeah.
guys, I'm a badass. Guys, look at me, straight A's. Well, my teachers aren't even reading my work; they're just slapping 100 on it, and passing it back.
Mm.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, by
This
the
is
way, I
not.
want to ask a quick question.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is my mic too loud? Because I moved it a little bit.
No, you're
closer.
right.
You're
no,
fine.
Derek's kind of too loud though.
Also,
Like,
I'm
were
too
you
loud?
laughing at the picture I sent
yeah,
you,
it
Gabe?
was.
of
It
my
was
brother?
great.
Yeah, you sounding kind of raspy.
Like, this isn't a time to get complacent. This isn't a time for like, oh, well, I need to take it easy now because pandemic's messing everything. If you think the way I do, things like this happen once in a lifetime. It's like with Thailand when I moved away. You get these opportunities to redefine yourself in these times.
Yes, of course.
I was always, studious before this, but I never had any ambitions to be a GPA juggernaut.
But you kind of are.
But when you go through, but everybody's going through this. So while everybody
Yeah.
else is taking this the way they are, this is your opportunity to become to transform yourself,
To be a GPA juggernaut.
to become dominant in what you want to be, to become who you want to be. And I took that opportunity. And
Yeah, it's really easy to get ahead right now.
yeah,
Well-
yeah. And once you get ahead, hell, you can stay ahead. And I encourage everybody who works harder at their studies.
I would have done that, right? But okay, so I'm not blaming. I'm not trying to shift blame. The blame in my decision is wholly on myself. But I'm just gonna tell this story for the podcast. I told y'all many times. Is where like I had a bad experience with what was addressed as an advanced class when I was
Mm.
doing a year ahead in before I went to high school, right? And when I was signing up for my classes, I was like, well, that sucks. That teacher did not help me at all.
Mhm.
I didn't understand what she was saying. She did not care. If you weren't one of her star pupils, she did not care about you. So I don't want to have that all day every day for the next year. So
Mhm.
I heartily signed up for any advanced, and now that's coming back to bite me, and I can't change it.
Yeah. Um.
But
um,
and I was
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. No, sorry.
So it's a second statement, but it's in relation to what Gabe was saying about this is the time to improve yourself.
Oh, well, yeah. Go ahead.
So I don't I don't really know why, but I kind of had the same mentality of, oh, I have all this time. I'm gonna be at home. I can do all these things, and there's not gonna be any like the transition is totally gonna be on myself. I have all this time to work on myself, and that lasted for a little while, but then it just kind of became like a really long vacation that just wouldn't end, no matter how much you wanted to.
Yeah, it's almost
And
like you wanted it to end. Sorry, but it's almost
Oh.
like you wanted it to end because it would force you to. It would force you to get your ass in gear in a way.
yeah, because like
Oh,
I
Sorry.
no, it's
because
fine.
I'm trying to. I'm sorry, I forgot what I was. No. Okay, so I was as I was saying, uh, I became a. I'm sorry, I forgot my path.
Yeah,
It's
that's
fine.
my bad.
Yeah. Me too.
So, as I was saying, you talking about how you like this is the time to improve yourself. I witnessed a serious drop in productivity because like I was thinking about careers, and I originally had a career choice that has not been a viable career for quite a while now. And I came to terms with the fact that like the romantic image I had of it in my head has not been a reality for a very long time.
Yeah.
And that was quite the put down, right? And then I had another idea of a different career, which I had the same thing happen again. What I thought it was is not what it is anymore. It's been modernized and modernized and modernized.
Yeah. If I may,
Sure,
still
you
relating,
may.
still relating to, but yes, thank you. But if I may, it's still relating to school. Um, at this point, I figure we're just kind of telling anecdotes, personal stories, you know.
Yeah,
So,
Usually with some kind of lesson to it.
yeah.
hmm, well,
I mean, Derek, if I can just advise, so, could you like try to just like tone your voice down a bit, like maybe go a little bit lower and a little bit quieter, make it sound more soothing, fit the aesthetic.
oh, yes.
What are
Are
we
we
doing?
doing ASMR
ASMR
now?
now?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh no,
Jinx.
not
I
particularly.
suppose.
I'm gonna
Just
eat
kind of
popcorn chicken into the mic. Ready?
hold up. No, I'm just gonna hold up.
Yes.
No, we do not want to hear you eat into the mics. Stop.
That
Alright,
better?
so if I may take the floor. So,
Yeah.
I do not have. I'm sorry, this is really hard to do without like breathing into the mic. Hold on.
No, like don't get like really quiet and going into the mic. Just like
Number
like
15. Burger King.
Maybe we should
headphone
tell a
alert.
story
Could you not?
instead of having all these
So
deep
you want us to just keep
discussions.
telling anecdotes? Is what you're saying,
Yeah, let's just
Gabe?
do that because
Gabe.
I'm
Gabe.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so let's just start telling anecdotes, right? I mean, you can attach a lesson if you want.
Sure.
So here's mine. Here's mine. So as Chris, I'm not sure if you know this, but I've definitely told this story before. Um, in I believe 8th grade, no 7th grade, I broke my foot doing something really dumb.
Oh
Oh,
yes.
I remember this one.
Yeah, Gabe and Matt remember because we
I
were in the
was
same
there.
PE class. Yeah, they
Hey,
were there.
you're getting kind of loud, but yeah,
Look, I'm
It's not that
trying.
loud,
Okay,
dude.
I'm trying. What if I
it's fine.
just like turn down my
You're not that
volume?
loud, Derek.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
Just
like turn like make your mic sense. Oh wait, use
Derek,
CRISPR.
just turn him down in
Wait, not
Discord.
CRISPR. Use the crisp audio suppression. That should
oh
make it
yeah,
sound
that
really good.
might.
You can
Yeah,
crisp
that might.
these.
I might
I'm
wait.
How's
not
Hold
gonna
on. I
that?
say
might
that.
use that too.
How's that
Crisp these nuts.
for the record?
I
Cause all right,
I think this is much.
all right. Am I good? Am I good to go?
Wait,
Yeah, you're fine, dude.
Okay, so basically, so yeah, I broke my foot in 7th grade doing something really dumb. You see, I decided that because I was an edgy anime weeb, that I would freaking Naruto run on the top of the bleachers. Well, you see, and
yeah.
then I tripped and I tumbled down the bleachers, and I didn't think anything of it, cause like my foot kind of hurt, but I figured I just like sprained it, right? So
You broke
I
your
walked on
foot.
that for about 2 days, but on the second day during lunch, I realized, hey, why does my foot feel like something's poking my skin? So I went to my mom about it, and then we went to a doctor, got an X-ray, and they said, oh yeah, you have a fracture in your foot, and I then got to call myself badass for walking on a broken foot for 2 days, but that's not the point of this story. So yeah,
Mm.
so I had a broken foot. I got a cast on it and everything. So I was in crutches for a tiny bit, and I had people carry my stuff, class to class. Disabled privilege. I'm not ableist, please. So yeah, but yeah,
Well, not publicly.
so I got, so I got people to carry my stuff from class to class. Now, one of my friends, her name was Ava, we had the same math class, Coach Zeller. I loved him, man. He was a great teacher. But his assistant teacher, who I won't
Let's not
name,
name drop. Yeah.
yeah, assistant teacher, I
You already
won't
did
name.
name drop, but okay.
Okay, well, I don't have anything bad to say about
First
him.
names don't count.
Anyways,
What?
First
so
names
yeah,
don't count.
so his assistant teacher didn't like didn't like my friend for some reason. I don't know. Maybe they just didn't get along.
Sure.
Point is, anyways. So yeah, and and during this time, I'm on crutches, and my friend Ava is carrying my stuff with me, and we've done this for like a few days now.
Oh, yeah.
What I didn't know at the time is that you have to go to the nurse to get an elevator pass. I didn't know that, and that's important in a second. So me and Ava
Oh, I know
leave
this
five
part. I know
minutes
this part.
early.
Yeah.
Yes. So me and Ava leave 5 minutes early from math to go to lunch because elevator crutches. So we leave 5 minutes early, and we're in the elevator, right? When we hear like the stomping of what I can only describe to be like
A hippo.
no. It's like okay, they were kind of high heels, but
Oh
not
shit.
exactly. They were like tennis shoes, but with
Combat heels.
they were like is that a thing?
No, I
They
made it up on the spot.
it sounded like a combination of tennis shoes but with a platform, you know?
Okay,
Anyway,
platform
so we
shoes.
just hear this like clapping in the hallway, and then Ava just kind of leans out of the elevator, and then she leans back in. She doesn't say anything. She just turns to me, and she starts frantically pressing the closed door button. And so I'm like, what is going on? So I kind of lean forward with my crutch, and I look out, and it's the assistant teacher, and she walks up to the elevator, looks at me, looks at Ava, looks at me in a cast with crutches, and Ava carrying my stuff, and says, "Do you have an elevator pass to ride this?" I'm like, an elevator miss, I'm in crutches. And she's like, well, do you have an elevator pass? And I said no. And she's like, okay, well, get out. So we did, because
Guess you're
I
walking,
didn't want to get
bitch.
detention over something that's stupid. And
And she
so we
rode
did,
it.
yeah. And then
I was
she
the
got in
law.
the elevator and rode it down.
Wow.
And
Okay.
because the elevators take a really long time and there's no one in them to freaking like go up a floor, so I decided to attempt to go down the stairs on crutches. It did not go well.
Oh,
So yeah, I guess
legit got flexed on.
yeah, like teacher privilege, you know. Um, so yeah, that was I kind of developed hatred is the no, definitely yeah. I developed a hatred for that assistant teacher. Um,
Vendetta.
yeah, and then I kind of had to mellow out against her because a month later she got breast cancer.
Holy crap, dude. That's fucking horrible.
Yeah, so I was kind of forced to mellow out, which like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna nowadays I'd be very strong in my hatred, you know, like nothing's gonna stop me. But back then I was kind of a meek child, you know.
Well, seeing as she could die
Yeah,
in a month,
it was yeah,
I would turn it back a bit too.
yeah. So I turned that back a
You know,
bit.
learn to forgive and things like that.
I'm pretty sure she survived.
Good on
So
her.
there wasn't a lesson here, but I guess if you want to put one on it, if you
They
know
c-
you have a right, take the damn elevator. Mic drop.
Mm. I know
Hey,
my rights.
can I tell my hospital Halloween story?
Oh damn! Was this the freaking fat suit story?
Fat suit. Of course, go ahead. I
Yes.
want to hear this.
Okay. So, this was back when I was, in the hospital. getting my chemotherapy treatments, and you know, I got released like a week before Thanksgiving, so I was lucky I got out before that. But so it was Halloween, right? And my mom brought me a Halloween costume to the hospital when she came to stay, which was, you know, those like suits you put on that have the fan and you turn it on and it like makes you into like a giant fat person.
Everybody knows those.
Yeah, like the blow up fat suits. So she brought me one of those. So like the previous week to like keep there. So my dad was there the next week, and so the day of Halloween I got like unconnected from like all my stuff, and I put on the fat suit, and I just walked around the hallway for like 2 hours in this fat suit, just walking around. And I got to like take a bunch of pictures with like these little kids,
Bro, actually, a
which
gangster.
actually sounds weird, but I promise you it's
I
not.
took pictures of children.
Just as a note
I
for
took
the
Sorry,
just
pictures
as a
of
note
children
little
wanted to take
kids.
pictures with me.
as a note for the audience,
Let me
Matt
clarify.
owned that hospital. That was his hospital. Let's be
Yeah, that
clear.
was literally
He has the
mine.
deed.
He
That was
has the
my
deed. That was
hospital.
his hospital. Not literally, just but that was his hospital.
Wait,
That was
really?
definitely mine.
I didn't
Anyways,
know
continue.
that.
But yeah, so like I like they let me like pop into some people's rooms and like because some of the kids that were there were like in a lot worse shape than I was, so some of them like couldn't even get out of bed, so they let me like go into their room so they could like see me in the fat suit and all that. So it was pretty cool, seeing that I was able to cheer them up a little bit because nobody wants to be in the hospital, especially for that long. So it was a fun day. And then I broke out because I'm a savage. Yeah, the end.
And then Matt kicked cancer's ass.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's my story.
Excellent. Anyone else have any stories? Because I have another one, but I want someone else to go before. I want to get full rotation,
I don't really have one right now.
Gabe, do you have
I
any
need to think
stories
about
you'd
it
like
Maybe
to
you
more.
share?
got something.
I'm sorry.
Do you have any
Do
stories
you
you'd like
have
to share?
stories?
I've got if I could start to sleep talking any second. I feel like the further we go into this night, the more interesting my speech is going to get because I'm like seeing Martians. Before you know it, wait, hold on, whoa,
I'm thinking maybe
hold
we.
on,
Gabe is
hold on.
disassociating.
That thing I just
What?
generated kind of
Hold
looks
on.
like
What
a
time is it,
It
dude?
is 12:28.
1228.
Hold on. There's no way.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
I did not. Anyway, keep going. Anyway,
Oh,
Do you actually fall
okay.
asleep?
no, I'm alright.
So
You fell
should
asleep
I
in
tell
the-
my next story, or do you want to tell something?
Yeah,
ASMR.
yeah,
Sure.
go
Tell
ahead.
your story.
I was asking Gabe because he was the next in the
Oh.
rotation.
We've only been on for 40 minutes.
No, if I have something worth saying, I'll.
Maybe we should go for at
Probably
least an hour and then probably call it a night because I think
Yeah,
all of us are tired.
it's alright.
Yeah.
I'm not
good.
tired.
I'm not either.
Oh,
I
I'm
can
not
make
either,
like
so-
non-commercial
But
grunts into the
I'm
microphones
like
in another
I'm a
bit.
creature of the night though.
I guess this one isn't really a story as much as it is an apology.
Okay.
So in ninth grade. Now, many of you probably think you know the incident I'm about to talk about. Well, I assure you, you don't.
Okay.
This is not the fabled Toby incident of 8th grade, but rather, there was a teacher that I had in 9th grade. She was an English teacher. And, she was very, what's the word? Bitter?
Wait, what grade?
9th.
Desmond.
I'm not gonna name
No,
drop,
she's 7th
but
grade.
I'm not name
9th,
dropping, but she retired after that year.
9th grade English. We went to the same school in 9th grade. Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yes, her. I hated her with a passion. And I guess I kind of just like if there is some kind of omniscient being in the sky that grants my every wish, I just want to say I'm sorry.
Stupid existential beings.
Yeah, but
Why is ruining everything?
back then, I say back then, it was a year ago, but like I hated her, and when I think about it now, it's like she's definitely a very bitter woman. Like I'm not saying she wasn't. I'm just saying I shouldn't have gotten as upset with her as I did.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking.
Yeah, because she was still a good teacher. She was definitely a good teacher. She was just, I guess, a lot more
She,
strict in comparison to all my other teachers, so it kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
yeah, she's been through a lot too.
Yeah, and that's another thing. It's like I didn't even stop to take into account what she had been through. So I think about it,
Wait, what
I just
is there
feel bad
something that happened that I don't know about?
now. Um,
Yeah, so basically the teacher that he's talking about, um, she she was in and out of the school multiple times because she had like stage like 4 breast cancer that she had to keep getting treated, like, and every time it went away it would come back.
yeah,
So,
and I didn't really stop to consider that, but now I am, and I feel bad, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad. Um, I wouldn't tell her that to her face, cause like I can't let her be right, you know. But like I do feel bad.
Of course not. I have a really good story, but I might save it until we have some actual viewers.
Oh
For
sure.
those of you around us, you probably know about the
Gee.
pantry story.
Oh my god, dude, it's my favorite one.
I haven't heard the pantry
Legendary.
story.
Oh, you have, okay. Wait till we get some viewers. They're gonna crack up at this one.
Literally the pantry story.
All right,
Maybe in a future podcast, but
all right.
for now,
For those of you listening, whether it be on the YouTube archive or if someone is in the chat right now, tune in soon, or yeah, tune in soon later. You might
for the
catch this epic
pantry
story,
story.
the epic pantry
Oh, let's
story.
see. We got me, Gabe. Oh, we got the bot. Oh, shout out to Commander Root for being a bot.
Woo!
Gabe, it's impossible to say your name without saying gay.
That is so crazy. It was the original roast I've ever heard. Do you have any idea how many times I get that? Like not even like a month.
Did you know that Commander Root is not a bot, right?
Yeah, it's bot.
No, it's. Did you just go to their? I just went to their
No,
channel. They're
he's a bot.
streaming right
He
now.
watches almost everyone's stream when they're early on.
Oh, okay. I was about to say because they have like 19 viewers
I
right
feel
now
like
on
what
their
I just said
stream.
is a very I'm high and I just figured something out kind of thing to say.
Maybe it is. Bro.
Yeah, I don't really
think I
like
have
the
it here.
Twitch pity bots. If I have
Yeah,
zero viewers, I
if
want to
anything,
know that I have zero viewers. You know?
if anything, they make it worse.
Yeah.
It's basically saying, "Oh, you're unpopular. Get
Oh,
good, you
you're
stupid heck."
special. You're very special.
Hmm.
You're special little
Oh, have I
snowflake.
told you guys the story
Oh
about
boy.
how I broke someone's arm?
I feel like that is a
I
story
still
that I've
haven't
heard.
forgiven you.
That sounds scary.
Was it Chris?
No, it wasn't Chris.
Hmm.
Matt
No,
broke my heart.
you would need like you would need like a dom to break Chris's wrist.
Dom would have to like sit on my arm.
Yeah.
I have chunk
Okay,
bones.
so
I drank my chocolate
basically
milk.
story time, right?
Yep.
So back when I lived in Virginia, there was this
West
family
Virginia.
that I lived. Our neighborhood was kind of like weird. Like I lived like on a cul-de-sac, and like our backyard, behind our backyard was a hill that like went up, and at the top of the hill there were other houses. So you could basically, like, the road would go along the top of the houses, and then it would kind of go down, and then you could turn down the road that goes to our house. Anyways, so there was this person that lived up at one of the houses, and like this was back when I was how old, like 9 or 10. So we were playing like football one time or something, or we were doing something, and I don't think this was really my fault, but someone threw them the ball, and I think we were playing like two-hand touch or something like that, but somebody pushed me, and I like lost balance and I fell on top of them, and I'm pretty sure I broke their arm.
Wow, that's crazy.
That is
Yeah.
damn savage.
I know.
Derek,
What do you mean it
didn't you
was
say something?
savage?
Didn't you say
Dude, I
something to me
fell.
like you never played War?
What?
I never played War. Oh, you mean the card game?
No, well, no, not the card game. Like playing War as a child.
Oh, yeah, I didn't really play outside as a child, which kind of would explain like my complete lack of social skills, right? Cuz
Oh, I have another story if nobody else.
Oh, Tim is posting the group chat by the way.
oh,
But yeah, I don't actually remember any details. I just remember you once, like I talked about, like you remember playing War, and you said no, I never did that.
oh, yeah. I'm going to let Matt tell a story next, but just a quick
I
little
have-
intermission, I guess. Yeah, to get a little more context on that. Not saying it's a pity thing, but I didn't really have friends as a young child. I really only developed friends when I met Gabe and Nick for the first time.
Okay.
Shout out to them. It's crazy.
Shout out to the
That's
boys.
pretty crazy.
It's
I must
pretty
admit.
crazy. One of them might be dead. I don't know.
I
Gabe,
don't know.
buddy, you
No,
there?
Nick might have just like dropped it.
I
Oh,
think
maybe
Gabe fell asleep.
I don't know.
I didn't.
He's
Okay,
about to.
so-
We
What
should,
Wow.
are we talking about then?
we should probably tell a few more
No,
stories
Gabe,
and
what are
wrap
we
it up.
talking
'Cause
about?
Gabe's
Gabe, what are we talking about?
Alright. Are you talking about school?
No.
Well, yeah, but what
How
about
long
it?
have you been asleep
How
for?
long lessons are?
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
you've
talking
been
about how
asleep a
Derek
long
never
time,
played
buddy.
War as a child. Do you not?
Oh
you not that?
shit! Are y'all
It-
kidding?
No.
No, Derek never played
I
War.
didn't really have friends. You and Nick were my first friends.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Bro,
so,
Gabe, how long have you been
Gabe, you-
asleep, bro?
I'm being pranked. This is cap.
Deadass.
What was the last story that I
Gabe's
just told?
profile picture so perfectly captures how he feels right now.
Gabe, what was the last story that I just told?
Virginia.
I'm gonna.
Arm.
Yeah, there's a hint. There's a
When-
hint.
When I post
Yeah,
this to,
exactly. You don't know. You fell asleep.
when I post this to YouTube,
Stop falling asleep.
I'm gonna put timestamps in the
And liar.
description of like different segments of the podcast. This segment is
Gabe
just gonna be
falls
called
asleep.
Gabe disassociates
No
from
post.
reality.
It can be stage 4 post realization.
Oh god! Oh, don't do that to me, Chris.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'll explain that later. But oh
Um,
god! Oh, I can hear the jazz music. Here it comes.
Oh, I have
Oh,
another
Jazz
story.
music. No.
While I go disassociate
Maybe-
from reality, I'm
I'm-
gonna leave Matt to tell his epic gamer
I'm
Maybe
story.
one
haunted by
of-
the saxophone.
Oh god!
Maybe one of the last stories of this podcast. I don't know. But anyways, so this is still when I lived back in Virginia. So there was the person whose arm I broke. They lived up the hill from me, and then a couple houses down from them, there was another family which had like this girl and like her younger brother. And this girl was probably like 3 years younger than me. So her brother was probably like 5 years younger than me. And I was like
Damn.
10 at the time. So this girl was probably like 7 and this dude was probably like 5. And Gabe was just damn.
It is a damn moment.
Okay.
Definitely a damn moment. Oh, I'm
So-
having a comeback, boys. I'm having a comeback. Oh, I'm waking up.
And so behind
Gabe,
my
were you a
house, like there's
stoner?
this hill, and on this hill there's like a bunch of trees, and there's some trees that were like really close together, so it would be like a mini forest almost, right? So this chick and this dude used to like walk down the hill from their house and like sit in the mini forest or whatever and just legit stalk me whenever I played outside. It's actually weird.
You know,
And then
as you do.
And then one time, I saw them, like, freaking hiding in the trees looking at me. So I freaking faked like I was gonna run at them, and they just turned and freaking bolted.
Dude, that reminds me. Are you done with your story? Or?
Pretty much. But what I'm trying to say is, yeah, they were kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done.
Do y'all remember? I don't think he even lives here anymore, so I don't really care. But do y'all remember Joseph?
Yeah.
Curly hair, longer than mine. I
Yeah,
think he was
he
Jewish.
lives in Willis now. I think Dom is still pretty good friends with him.
Well, Joseph and his little gang of misfits while he lived in my neighborhood. One time when I lived with my grandmother, I was having a conversation with my mom on the porch, and then I think I had pissed off Joseph earlier in the day because he brought his little gang of misfits and they were like just hiding in the bushes watching me and my mom. And then I looked over to him. Like I didn't point out that I noticed him, but I just kind of glanced over. And then I turned to my mom and I said, "Hey, watch this." So I picked up a stone from the porch and I threw it in the bush, and you just hear fuck, and then you can hear the rustling and you can just hear them hitting the pavement and running off. So my mom just like walks into the driveway, and she at the time she had a lighter. She
Hmm.
had a lighter, and it honest to God looked like a little like German handgun. So she just like, cause okay, my mom smokes, so she's just holding this lighter. They take one look and then they bolt down the street. It was a sight to behold, honestly.
Y'all about to be getting clapped.
But yeah, I'd say if this podcast gets like 2 viewers that aren't us, I'll tell the Dom pantry story.
The Dom pantry story, yeah. That's a good call.
I'll give you a shout out.
That's a
Next
good
time,
call.
okay, I'll tell you what. Next time I have a stream, assuming we don't get like semi cray cray viewers, just like normal acceptable amount of Nightwalker cray cray viewers, then I'll host your stream.
What do you mean you'll host my stream?
Basically, it means that
Basically,
it says
means
I'm
there's
live.
people still watching Chris's stream when it ends. If he hosts you, then all of his viewers are redirected into
That's
your
a
stream.
raid. A host is that, and whenever it shows everyone that I'm online, but when they click on me, it redirects to your
It's
stream.
good. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Yeah, I got mixed up with the raid.
Alright.
But it's like a raid plus.
Yeah.
Sure, if you want to do that. Not really. You know. Um, let's see. What are some other. Oh.
The only major difference is that, we wouldn't be reading the chat during this
Oh, yeah. I
unless
think.
we were looking for questions.
Oh, yeah. Like, we can have a question period during the thing. I think I'll build the structure of it as time goes on, you know? Let's see. So, I have a story about today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, today, as you might be able to hear from this, I got a 7 foot, like 5 pound chain. Now,
But yeah,
uh,
you got the ice.
they got that ice. Now, all jokes aside, if anyone watching this, if any of y'all have heard of a game called Infamous Second Son, really underrated game. I talked about this on Chris's stream earlier. I love that game. But the main character uses a chain as his weapon. He like wrapped it around his wrist and just kind of whipped it out whenever. Man, that sentence could be taken out of context very fast.
Sounded really
Yeah,
odd.
you're
Yeah.
about to get clapped.
Yeah. But so yeah, he had the chain wrapped around his wrist, and he like used it as a whip, as like a melee attack, right? I really love that game, and excellent character development, and just excellent characters in general. And I thought that was cool. So for like about a month and
Are
a
you about
half.
to knock? Are you about to destroy your computer with the chain, Derek? Just tell us.
No, I'm not. No. So for like a month and a half ago, I was like, hey, I should get a chain. I think that'd be cool. And I waited, and finally today, I had $50 left, and so I'm like, I get home, I'm with mom, and hey, let's go to Home Depot. So we did. And
So wait,
among the
Derek, you spent the precious concert ticket money. How could you?
no, I thought the
Precious,
concert.
precious concert.
No, I thought the concert ticket money was what I make for my job.
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh,
Yeah.
you have a job?
He's
I'm
gonna get
getting
one.
a job as soon as I turn 16, like on the dot. Okay, so we discovered.
You really don't have to be 16 to get a job.
Oh no, I know it's for the. Okay, let me explain. I made a joke saying that the day I turned 16, the exact moment, like the exact second that the clock strikes 12 a.m. on March 28th. That's my birthday, by the way. Send me some
Yeah.
gifts. And no, but
You'll open a PO box.
I'll open a PO box just for birthday gifts. No, but yeah, like I had a running joke that the moment I turned 16, like 12 a.m. March 28th, that I would submit an online application to Pet Supplies Plus because that's where I want to work, right? And then my mom told me that I was actually born at 8:04 because apparently she kept track of that. So at 8:04 p.m., the moment it hits 8:04 p.m., I'm going to submit an application. And like I could get a job now technically, but I'm so committed to the joke.
You know what, Derek?
I can go look at
You
my
may
piggy bank over there and see what time I was born at. You know what? Hold on. One second.
you may be committed to, ritual, but I'm committed to concert.
Well, that's nice, Chris, but that's not really my priority.
You mean to me?
I'm just saying, like my entire life is committed to the jokes I make.
Oh no, it's a good thing to.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
Okay.
I feel like that
I
just
was
future
I was
stream. We should talk about that. What?
I was born at 10:18 p.m. on September 29th, 2005. I probably shouldn't have said
Yeah,
that.
you really
Well,
should now.
now if someone knows what hospital you were born at, they can find out your social security number.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, wait, man, if you
How
DM me
about
what
we
hospital you're born at, I can
if
tell
we
you your social security
post
number
this
by
back,
tomorrow.
how about you send me this and I can edit that part out?
Do you have an editing software?
Yeah, I have Adobe Premiere Pro. That's how I edit my YouTube videos.
Wait, actually,
Yeah.
I wish I had an editing software.
I
Just
bet
say,
Matt wishes that he didn't just say that live.
just say no more. I think you should be fine.
Matt, what hospital were you born at?
No.
Just do not say.
No.
Say nothing.
I was born in Australia.
St. Jesus Hospital.
Saint Jesus, yeah.
St.
Saint
Jesus. I like the
Jesus.
idea of Jesus being canonized.
Watch your profanity.
Hmm.
Wait, technically because Jesus doesn't have a body anymore, he can't be canonized.
I
Okay, I think we should probably start wrapping this up. I'm pretty
yeah.
sure
Let's
Gabe is sleeping anyways.
I think Gabe is
Well, no,
genuinely asleep
okay,
right now.
okay, shh. I think we all know what we have to do.
What?
We have to start screaming.
No, not on
Yes.
my podcast.
Okay, but like we have to end it really quietly so we can wake him up.
Okay. All
That'd be
right.
really fun.
All right.
All right. Thank you for
Hold on.
tuning
Okay.
into
Okay.
this
Hey,
podcast.
I'm doing the
Or,
ending.
well,
It's
no,
my podcast.
Sorry.
There you go. No.
I'd like to thank my guardian angel
Shut up, Chris.
and my FBI agent.
Shut up, Chris. Well, anyways, this
Wait,
has
can you
been.
do text to speech in group chats?
No,
No,
don't do
you
it. It'll
can't.
wake him up.
You can't.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you all for watching, which will most likely be like in archive form because I don't think we had a viewer that wasn't us or a bot. But anyways, if you watch in archive form, thank you for watching. This will now conclude the end of the stream at around an hour, 57 minutes to be exact.
Thank you for watching.
I will probably be doing a podcast every day. Sometimes these guys might be here, sometimes they may not. I'll have links to where you can find them if they consent in the description of this video on YouTube. With
Wait,
that,
hold up. We should all scream bye to wake up Gabe.
no, because
No,
it's
it's
12. It's
it's
almost
1
12.
a.m. dude.
Yeah. Anyways, but thank you for watching. If you did, this has been Passin Time Premiere Episode 1. And with that, I now ceremoniously close.